Hey everybody, it's Hannah with Clients on Command, and in this presentation I'm going to show you the system that we're currently using to get our remodeling clients an additional 2 to 5 high-end projects every month and generate 15 to 30 qualified homeowner prospects who are responsive, budget-ready, and actively looking to remodel their home without sharing leads, without constantly following up, without paying exorbitant prices, so you can finally stop relying on home advisor, house, and referrals. Take back control of your lead flow, get new projects with consistency and predictability, and spend less time chasing dead-end leads and more time doing business. Now, with that said, I'm going to remove my face so we can see the rest of these slides. So if you've ever wondered how can I really use social media to get clients, because it just hasn't been working, you're about to see exactly how. Regardless of whether or not you become a client or whether or not you decide to sit down and have a consultation with me, you're going to learn a lot in this presentation. So I want to show you the strategy that got design build owners Sarah and Dave over $1 million worth of high-ticket multi-room home renovation prospects in their pipeline and generated $470,000 in projects in less than a month. So first of all, who am I? My name is Hannah Wiley, and I'm the owner of Clients on Command. I'm an online client generation specialist. Previously, I worked in the traditional world of marketing and PR, but when I got into online marketing, I found that the traditional methods didn't really work to get clients. It worked to kind of create buzz, but I really wanted to focus on helping people generate business online, and I started to specialize with home service in the home service industry, working with the Home Builders Association, the Realtors Association, and now I currently give workshops around the world on using online marketing to get clients, as well as taking on my own clients. So back to Sarah and Dave. They have a high-end design build agency, and they were using Home Advisor and a few other lead generation services and agencies and a few other lead aggregators, but the conversion rates were really low and the prospects were low quality and were burnt out from getting nonstop calls from competing remodelers. And they felt like they were spending more money than they were getting in return, but they had to keep using the services because they felt like that was their only choice. Afterwards, working with our system, the leads were super responsive, 70 to 80% response rate right off the bat, calling, picking up the phone, texting back. And the leads that came in were all actively looking for high-end remodeling projects to be done in their home now. And the conversion rates were much higher and the turnaround was much faster because these people were already looking to get started. And in fact, in just 25 days, 3 projects were generated for Sarah and Dave that were in the $50,000 range. 3 multi-room renovation projects, and one was for between $1,570, $70 and $100, and $1,570. And then one was actually a really high-end project that was the budget for the client the client had was over $300,000. So that wasn't just 25, their first month with us, basically. So his original 4 frustrations were they'd been using Home Advisor, lead aggregators, and he was sick of dealing with burnt prospects, price shoppers, people who weren't that interested. And using other advertising agencies that had sent ton of leads, well, he didn't like chasing all of those leads down. He felt like they were hard to reach and it wasn't worth his time. He was also spending too much money on SEO and pay-per-click. I mean, he was like, his cost per lead was so high. It was like between $500 and $1,000. I mean, it was really high cost per lead. So he wanted a better ROI and he wanted actual sales. And he was also sick of generating low budget projects because his dream projects were high-end multi-room renovation projects. And so he wanted more of those jobs. So that might sound familiar to you. Whether or not you're a multi-room remodeler, you still might be facing some of the same frustrations. So what we did was we made sure that all of the leads that came through had the budget for at least, his minimum was $20,000 in home renovation jobs. And we made sure and we set up the system to follow up with the leads for him so that he didn't have to spend as much time chasing the leads. And within the first month, we brought in 4 new projects, the beginning of 4 new very high-end projects. And each of those projects was indeed worth over $50,000 and the clients had the budget for it. So now, more importantly than that though, he now has a system that's getting him high-end quality prospects through the door every month. So my clients are looking for a system. They're not looking for one-off. They want a system that gets them results every month. So you might be wondering, okay, well then why does most online marketing suck? I mean, either you yourself or somebody you know that has said, I've tried Facebook ads, it didn't work, or I've tried Facebook marketing and it didn't work. The leads I bought were bad. I hired an agency and we didn't get any results. I haven't had any calls from anything that's been done And I want to share with you, so in the future you can notice this, that most remodelers and marketing firms make 4 huge mistakes that basically destroy the results. So let's look at the average remodeling cost per lead. This is according to a recent study done by Remodeling 550, and they do the study every year. So the average cost per lead for remodelers is between $200 and $400. And these are actually considered pretty good cost per lead. Now, in our experience, if you use the right system, you can be paying like between $150 and $500 per project if you do things right. So our typical numbers on average from this system, depending on the type of job that you sell and the type of project and clients you go after and your location, between $5 and $30 per lead, maybe $5 and $35, $40, $25 to $70 an appointment, and $150 to $500 per closed deals. And so this can vary, obviously, depending on what type of remodeler you are. For example, for a smaller remodeler, we generated them 2 jobs in 14 days at $95 they paid $95 a job, and those jobs were about worth $10,000 to them. That was about a 500% ROI for them. On the other end, we worked with a high-end design build client who generated 4 jobs in 30 days at about $600 per job. But those jobs were so valuable to them, they ended up getting a much higher ROI. They spent more, but the ROI was about 20,000%. So the point is the system gets the type of prospects that you're looking for who actually pay more consistently and cost effectively than basically anything else that I've seen in my 10 years of marketing. So you might be wondering, well, what type of prospects are these? Well, they're people who are looking for what you do. In this case, this was a multi-room renovation design build. And so we had a questionnaire where they filled out, what's your project type? Multi-room renovation, home edition. So imagine having prospects and leads like this sent to you every day in your inbox on Autopilot. And again, this is all exclusive. I don't know if I mentioned it. This is completely exclusive. You don't share these leads with anybody else. So the types of projects that this system is getting are bathroom remodels, kitchen remodels, multi-room renovations, whole house remodeling, home additions, decks, master bedroom remodels, cabinet refacing, smaller painting jobs, window replacement, door replacement, siding replacement, basements. Basically, whatever your specific project type is that you want to get more clients of, definitely it can work. So more recent results to show you the kind of range. So $11,000 in painting jobs off of only a $500 in ad spend for a residential painting company, over $13,000 in home improvement jobs off of just $250 ad spend for a home remodeling business. But it's not just the numbers. You know, Dave himself said, I spent years with other services like Home Advisor, and I now realize what a waste of time it was. I was getting incredibly frustrated, following up nonstop just to find out that somebody wants something different than what I offer. Calling leads, having the numbers not work, and just watching my dollars disappear with nothing to show for it. With you guys, the leads that have come in are much more responsive and actually looking for what I offer. With the automatic follow-up, I spend way less time following up with the leads. The closing rates are also much higher than what I was getting with Home Advisor, and in general, the whole sales process is easier and more pleasant, and it definitely improved my quality of life. So it's not just numbers, it's quality of life. And he said this is the most traction we've ever gotten with any paid lead service, period. And that was after 3 weeks. So why are our results so much better than average? So I'm going to show you the actual system now that's getting remodeling pros all across the United States, 15 to 30 high quality prospects and 2 to 5 jobs, and adding $20,000 to $500,000 to their pipeline every month. So it's a pretty simple 3-step system. The first is to get consistent business, we need to generate the leads. But should I say, in fact, qualified, high-converting prospects. So not just leads, we want them to be qualified and we want them to convert. So where would we do that? Well, that's on Facebook, because that is where the majority of homeowners spend every single week and where they spend a lot of time. And so Facebook basically has anyone who you might want as a client using their service. So anyone and everyone, you can get in front of them there. But we're not going to be doing the typical Facebook marketing. It's much more strategic, and we're using Facebook ads, because Facebook ads, we can control exactly who sees our message. Now, the problem with Facebook ads, though, is that the majority of them actually don't even work. Why? Because they have a bad offer. They have bad images that don't get people to click, and they have a bad call to action that don't get people to actually take the next step. So this leads to having low conversion rates, which raises your cost per lead, and then that just kind of plummets your entire ROI. Your return on investment goes down. So the solution is to use proven offers and templates that already work. And we do know the ads and offers that are working great in remodeling right now across all the niches. This is after years of trial and error. So what we do is we tailor proven templates to you and your business. We use what's already working in other areas with other clients, and we always update your ads with the latest offers that are working, and we continually optimize and monitor. So some ads that work really well. One is irresistible offers. You want to have an offer that seems irresistible. Another one can be testimonials. You want to have raving testimonials. And another one is what we call the celebrity expert ad. This is kind of where you position yourself as an elite authority. And these can all work depending on who your clients are and what type of business you want to sell more of. So what happens is when you use the ads that work, more leads come through. That lowers your cost per lead and it increases your sales. So you get the benefit on both ends. Now, the next problem with Facebook ads and with Facebook marketing in general is that most people on Facebook are actually unqualified or not really looking for what you offer. They don't have the budget, they're not homeowners, they're not looking for what you sell, they're penny pitchers or tire kickers. So that just wastes your time, it's harder to sell, it gives you a bad experience, it's just not pleasant. So what is the solution to that? Well, the solution is what we like to call a pre-screening assessment. So we pre-screen every lead that comes through before sending them to our clients so that they don't have to waste time with tire kickers and with people with no budget. And so these pre-screening quizzes make sure that every lead that you talk to is fully qualified and interested. And the format itself is high converting, so more of the people come through and they're more likely to complete this. And it also warms up the leads and it commits them even more to showing up on an appointment with you because now they're actively engaged, they're answering questions, and they feel like the process has already started. So some pre-screening questions that you might want to use are: what type of project are you looking for? What's your affordable budget? Do you own your own home? First name, last name, email, phone number, zip code. It all depends on what you're selling and what your pre-requirements are. Then any one of them can be added in. Now, another problem with Facebook ads and Facebook in general, online marketing in general, is that most ads actually end up being shown to the wrong people. And these people will never become clients in the first place, so you're completely wasting your ad dollars. So the solution to that is using advanced audience targeting. Now, you can only do this with the advertising platform. You cannot do this with just like posting on your page. So what we like to do is we like to target specific zip codes and eliminate specific zip codes, depending on the type of audience you want to attract. Use your own customer list to create lookalike audiences that are similar to your customers, go after specific interests, specific demographics. And after years of experience, we know there's like a combination of interests and demographics that work best for remodeling. There is one more problem here with the actual ads, and that is that many of the lead generators that you are buying, the lead aggregators that you are buying your leads from, they are advertising on Facebook under their name, and then they're selling those leads to you. So when you call them, the leads have no idea who you are. They clicked on an ad for Home Advisor, and they're being contacted by multiple other contractors. And this really lowers your conversion rates, not Home Advisors. It lowers your conversion rates. And so the solution is always advertise under your brand and image. Don't pay for a middleman. So when the prospects click on this ad, they want to talk to you. They want exactly what you're offering. They're much warmer when they talk to you. They know who you are. They're only being called by you because this is exclusive, and the conversion rates are just so much higher. So that was just step one, generating the leads. Step two is getting those prospects on the phone as quick as possible. So let's say great leads are coming in, the right people are seeing your ads, the leads are qualified, and you're getting a high conversion rate through your ads. So a lot of people are calling, or they're opting in. Waiting more than 5 minutes to contact that lead reduces your conversion rate by 400%. This is a study by Harvard Business Review, but many sales studies say this. Each minute you wait to call a lead back from online marketing dramatically decreases your chance at converting them. This is a huge reason why a lot of people aren't getting the results that they want. And on top of that, think about this. You are 68% more likely to convert a lead if you make 6 to 10 follow-up attempts in the first week. And 78% of buyers buy from that first company that gets in touch with them about their inquiry. So this leads to the fact that it is absolutely critical. You have to contact leads within the first 5 minutes that they come in. They must be contacted. You have to make at least 10 attempts to follow up with them in that first week, and you absolutely must be the first contractor that gets back to them. The problem is that not even salespeople follow up that quickly or often. The average response time to following up with leads is 3.5 hours, even by sales professionals. And on average, in general, only 1.3 follow-up attempts are made with any online lead, as opposed to 10, and I've seen this in my own clients as well. 44% of salespeople actually give up after only one follow-up call, and only 55% of most leads generated even receive a response. So what does that mean? Well, it equates to you basically just throwing your money down the toilet. And the solution is the secret sauce that we use that guarantees that our clients succeed because it takes the burden off their shoulders. And that is the appointments on autopilot system that we have that follows up with the leads for them. So this helps you not to worry about another lead slipping through the crack. We use an advanced artificial intelligence follow-up system that contacts your leads immediately that sounds like it's coming from you or someone on your team, and it sends text messages, personalized voicemails, and emails until they respond or book an appointment with you. Basically, none of the other marketing systems are offering this. So that's a huge difference why most other marketing isn't working. So just in case you want to do this yourself, here's the immediate follow-up that you would need to really book appointments consistently from leads that you generate with your online marketing. So the second a lead comes in, it gets texted to you. With our system, we text the lead to you, we email and text the lead to you. The second it comes in, you call that lead within the first 5 minutes. Then if they don't answer, you don't leave a voicemail and you call them right back. And if they don't answer the second time, leave a personalized voicemail. Then text them. Now that's just the first few hours. Then on day 1, you want to make sure that you make at least 3 attempts to get in touch with them. On day 2, 2 attempts. Day 3 and 4, 2 attempts as well. Day 5, 1 attempt. And then you want to put them on a nurturing sequence. Now, our clients don't have to worry about this because we take care of it for them. But in case you want to do this yourself, that's what you would have to do. And so the results, when you start adding this protocol on top of already successful online marketing, average amount of monthly leads go from 2 to 5 to 15 to 30. The median response time goes from 3 hours to less than 5 minutes. The leads who receive a response go from 55% on average to 100%. The average contact attempts go from 1.3 to 10. And then appointments go from about 1 to 2 per month to 5 to 10. And a 300% increase in conversion rates. And in fact, sometimes the appointments are much more here. And these are just average numbers. So now we've had clients tell us that handling the follow-up alone is worth the investment, but there is actually more to our system. So even though our follow-up protocol does increase conversion rates by 300% and more, not all leads are actually ready to purchase immediately, but 64% of them will be ready to purchase in the next 6 months. So what do you do with those leads in the meantime? Well, the solution is to stay on top of mind with those leads until they decide, and so that they go with you when they are ready. So if for any reason our appointments on autopilot system doesn't book absolutely everybody and close everybody, we do have you covered on that end as well. And we'd like to call it the perpetual nurturing machine. And what this is, it ads that follow your prospects around the internet, reminding them of your excellent service and your irresistible offer that follows them on Facebook, where they spend at least an hour a day, on Instagram, news sites, major websites, on apps, on game apps, on weather apps, and basically everywhere they go online, they will not forget about you. And consumers are 70% more likely to convert with retargeting ads. The more they see your ads, the more they're likely to go with you. And as an added bonus, what we found is that when people start to see your ads everywhere, they start talking about you. They start sharing your ads with their friends, and this ups your social reputation as well. And you can see there's a conversation on one of our ads and lots of sharing going on. And so when they're finally ready to buy, they see you as the only obvious choice. So the results of this system is that you can finally have a consistent method to get new high-ticket prospects in the door, stop paying for shared or unqualified leads, stop wasting your time running after a bunch of leads, stay top of mind until they decide, increase conversion rates and sales overall, increase the referrals, and lower your cost per lead and raise your overall return on investment. So the old way of doing marketing that, kind of sucks, is just to kind of throw up a generic ad or a Facebook post and just hope that something happens. Or even worse, be dependent on middlemen, third-party lead aggregators who really don't have your best interest in mind. And the new way of doing things is to have an end-to-end funnel that generates clients consistently, set up in your name running for you, bolstering your reputation. So again, the old way versus the new way, easily a 300% increase in conversion rates across the board. So if this sounds too complicated, I do want to boil it down for you so you can at least grasp it. So again, it really boils down to 3 pillars. One is generating those qualified, high converting prospects. So getting the prospects in the first place. 2 is getting them on the phone with you as quick as possible. And then 3 is staying top of mind until they decide. And that actually leads to a 4th benefit, which is becoming the only obvious choice, and you have more people talking about you and referring you. So the 3 huge mistakes remodelers and marketing firms make, and why this system gets such better results. Again, one is that they're not generating the qualified prospects like we do. The prospects are unqualified. They're not getting the prospects, or they don't have a system to get the prospects on the phone as quick as possible like we do. And they don't have a method to keep you on top of mind long term like we do, even while the prospect's in the decision-making mode. And they don't become the only obvious choice. That leads to them having to compete on price and struggle with the competition. So all you really need to worry about when you have somebody doing, with running the system for you, is calling the leads as soon as they come in. The leads get sent to you, checking your leads database when you get an update, and basically calling and then showing up and servicing your clients. So what we take care of, and what you would have taken care of if you worked with us, or if you had somebody doing this for you, is generating the leads for you, getting them excited to talk to you, pre-qualifying them before they get sent to you, following up with them until they respond or book an appointment, nurturing them, and then keeping you top of mind across the internet until they're ready to buy. So again, the results of this strategy on average, it varies from client to client because each client has a different service and price point. But on average, depending on your ad budget, between $15 and $30, 15 and 30 interested prospects, between 5 and 10 solid appointments, 2 to 5 deals, and between $20 and $500,000 per new business per month, and between like 500 and 20,000% ROI. So it's a huge ROI. Again, the cost per lead, $35, $25 to $70 per appointment, and $150 to $500 per closed deal, depending. Another quote from a client: I spent years using Home Advisor with nothing but frustration. In the first month with you, I got 4 of my ideal projects. From Lisa, another design build owner. So if you would like to have this system set up and handled and running for you by next week, with leads coming in next week, we do only work with 1 remodeler per local area. And if you're seeing this, then chances are your area is still open, and we are actively looking for 1 partner in your area. So either you or somebody else will be the only local remodeler with these advanced tactics, because we will be working with somebody. Whenever we decide to open in a city, we always find somebody to work with. So if you at least want the chance to be the only remodeler in your area getting these exclusive leads, please do schedule a call either above or below, depending on where the calendar is. And after you schedule, make sure to show up on the call with me, as I will personally take a look at your business and share advanced tactics for you to use depending on your niche, your service, and your goals. Because again, everybody's different. And so to reiterate, this is for you if you're a serious remodeling business owner looking to grow smarter, not harder. You want more of your ideal projects and you have ambitious growth goals. You want more consistent and automated lead generation. You're open to offering specials, promotions, or financing, and we can decide the best offer for you together, but you are open to having some sort of irresistible offer. You have a dedicated salesperson, or you're willing to use our proven sales scripts and follow-up, or you have somebody on your team who is, and you have room for an additional 2 to 10 jobs per month. So please do select the best day and time on the calendar above or below if this is you, and let's have a conversation. It'll be a no pressure conversation just to get to know you and see if this might work for you. So I hope this was helpful for you, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye-bye.